New Brunswick. Wilderness, wide open spaces, and a wonderful Acadian culture. The only province in Canada to recognize both English and French as its official provincial languages. With its deep Acadian roots, you're likely to come across some authentic dishes like Poutine Râpée, a small dumpling-like meal originally adopted to hide the meat inside of the dish and keep it hidden from the British Army. That, along with some cultural hits like the sweet treat 𝗞𝗆𝘅, aka nun's farts, a small cinnamon bun-like treat often served after a meal. That, along with an array of seafood choices and even some saltfish dishes, there's no lack of options. The only place in the world to have a park owned and managed by the United States and Canada, Roosevelt Park on 𝗵𝗶𝘅 Island is truly a provincial gem. Whether you're coming to see the Bay of Fundy, maybe a moose, or practice your Acadian French, New Brunswick is truly a great Canadian cultural discovery.
Welcome to New Brunswick!
I'm in Dieppe, looking for Acadians, a city renamed to honor the soldiers who died on the beaches of Dieppe, France in the Second World War. Dieppe is the second largest francophone city in the country, outside of Quebec City, and the only province that recognizes both French and English as its official languages. However, locals should not be generalized as French Canadians. These streets are filled with genuine Acadian Canadians.
Hi, I'm Kix. I love food, travel, and motorbikes. This year, I wanted to see my own backyard, Canada. So I decided to ride the second largest country in the world, coast to coast, on a 250cc dirt bike. It was an incredible opportunity to see the real Canada from inside the kitchens of real Canadians. These are the people and foods that make up this incredible country. Welcome to the Cooked in Canada motorcycle adventure.
On the way, I've been riding through the forests of New Brunswick, camping out, headed to meet some friends, looking for the most authentic Acadian dish I could get my lips on. And on day one, over moose burgers and alpine beer, my host Matthew points out that the meal before me was about as regional as it gets.
Today we're in the land of the Acadians, where we're learning how to cook our favorite dish of theirs, the
Barbue.
Barbue.
Salé.
Then, almost reluctantly, his wife Rochelle mentioned Barbue avec Grillades, a dish Grandpa loves. A simple and hearty meal of salted bearded cod, grillades or fried pork belly, garden potatoes, and onion. I thought, if this is a traditional dish that Grandpa loves, and you're grappling with the idea that this is what I drove across the country for, we have a winner. Assuming I could translate Acadian, my guess at what fish this is was totally wrong. What's in the pot is white hake, or bearded cod. This Barbue avec Grillades dates back to the 1700s, based on available ingredients at the time: cod, potatoes, and pork fat. Brace yourself, nouveau cuisine. There's no frilly garnishes and cute presentation here. My interest in this dish lies in the fact there is such a small population of Acadians in Canada. And within that is an even smaller population that knows authentic Acadian dishes like this one. I've basically come looking for the rarest, most culturally and historically significant dish I could find. An edible artifact, if you will. Wait, how did I meet these fun-filled Acadians in the first place? About 6 years earlier, I'd been riding my motorcycle through Nicaragua and Costa Rica, camping in random people's backyards, surfing active volcanoes, trying to avoid being eaten by snakes, and generally just messing around. On that same road, also enjoying the local volcanoes, I bumped into Matthew, Rochelle, Jeremy, and Melody, driving this very RV you see behind us. They're on the way to watch baby turtles hatch and scramble off into the ocean. I mean, how else do you meet people? In one pot we have some salted bearded cod boiling back to life. In another are the whole garden potatoes. And over on the barbecue, for reasons I'm still grappling with, lard is frying up slices of pork.
Yeah, so explain what's going on here. For the vegetarians pork. And the health conscious at home, what are we doing here?
You're taking a break from that lifestyle and enjoying some traditional foods.
So this is like a pork.
Yeah, pork lard.
Yeah.
And it's like bacon, but better and bigger and crunchier. You don't eat that for breakfast or any other meals. You only eat that with Barbue.
Oh, with the Barbue
It's
only.
like it's sold specifically to be eaten with Barbue. It's cooked in lard.
So essentially, we're taking Crisco lard,
Yeah,
cutting
tender flake.
thick chunks of the back bacon or the pork,
Yep.
and then deep frying it.
Ça, c'est fait, là. Comme petit, si vous allez de place, c'est bordure.
They're gonna be thicker. Usually they're thicker.
Oh, usually
C'est
thicker.
bordure, il va falloir vraiment.
Yeah, they would be way
Oh,
thicker.
like this?
These ones are too thin for him.
Wider and
Wider
Oh.
and thicker.
Oh wow!
These
sold
are
at the stores.
they're store bought,
store.
Yeah.
but if we had bought them in a fish market,
Oh,
they would have
that'd
been
be
better.
properly done.
Big.
Yeah,
Okay. And how's it taste?
C'est le big.
you're gonna see the difference.
C'est bon?
Yeah.
You
Oui.
like it?
Le côté de la viande, yes.
C'est le camion.
It still tastes like bacon.
That's good. Tastes like fatty deep fried bacon, as you would expect.
Just to recap that little explanation. First, we are frying thick slices of what could be called bacon in lard, then onions, then pouring the whole works across potatoes. Oh, my aching arteries! Despite this dish likely causing my heart to stop, it's very dear to Grandpa's, aka Barbue, who eats this hearty meal once a week, just like they did 3 centuries ago. Looking to learn more about Acadian culture and cuisine, I headed off to meet a friend of theirs at the land of the Sagouine, or in a terrible pronunciation of Acadian, the Pays de la Sagouine. Good effort, Mr. Marshall. It's this incredible island in 𝗔𝗍𝗂𝘁 where outsiders can get an animated history lesson on Acadians. On arrival, I meet my guide who's in the middle of a presentation about the historical foods to a group of visitors. She explains how a dish that colorfully translates as nun's farts came to life as a budget-friendly option to the cinnamon bun.
It's like a cinnamon roll, all right? But we don't have any cinnamon because English were the only one that had enough money to buy the cinnamon.
Oh, really? Oh.
Ours is just brown sugar, butter, and the pastries in there.
Yeah.
This one is not as bad, but when I do it, I put a lot of syrup on the bottom.
Got a little shot
Yeah.
of this here. A little syrup on the bottom.
Yeah, syrup on the bottom. What you have there at the bottom of your mine, I will have about that much at the bottom, so it's even more creamier.
It's pretty good.
How the Poutine Râpée came to life is an amazing story of how the local Acadians had to hide meat from the invading British Army.
At that time, when the Acadians came back after deportation, they were ruled by England. So they had soldiers coming in, and if they wanted to eat, it was meat. So when they came into your house, you had to feed them. Having 18 kids around the house, and the soldier would be coming in, I would have my chicken on the table, and I would have to say, okay, he would eat most of it, and my kids were getting hungry. So that's why we started hiding the meat.
They hid meat inside this ugly dumpling, and thus the Poutine Râpée was born. Between the economic gap with the English, their stealing of the meat, and trying to wipe out the Acadians as a whole, I was starting to feel a little bit guilty about my British heritage. The visit did end on a high note, though, with some catchy toe-tapping music. If you're in the area, this place is a great look at Acadian history and food.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Over to PI.
I managed to squeeze a little side trip over the Confederation Bridge to PEI to meet some oyster farmers. More on that in the next episode. They sent me home with a bag full of fresh oysters, and I found a couple of willing shuckers and suckers.
There we go. And what's the trick, Master Shucker?
Well, the trick is you try to squeeze it in there, and you shake your knife a little bit, and that should pop it open. But it's easier said than done.
Right.
Muscles are like women.
Oh, I got it. There we go. There. This one's a hard one.
There's a trick. And usually when you think you got it, you're not even close.
Yeah, you think you got it, but you know what? You think you mastered it, and no.
Maybe it's because Jared's younger, he got it right in there.
Even Barbue liked them.
C'est bon?
C'est vraiment bon.
So yes,
And for the Anglophones of the world who don't know, what is an Acadian?
what is an Acadian?
If your world history is a little fuzzy, I'll bring you up to speed. Acadians are not French Canadians. They are their own distinct culture with a turbulent history of survival. Acadians stand as the first European settlers who came to modern-day Nova Scotia from France in the 1630s. At the time, this was a French territory known as Acadia, and covered a large section of what on today's map is PEI, New Brunswick, and the peninsula of Nova Scotia. Here, they established a way of life, farmlands, fisheries, and a positive reputation with the local Micmac First Nations. Then, all this came unwound in 1713, once the British took control of the region. The British, English-speaking Protestants, felt threatened by large populations of French-speaking Roman Catholics and attempted to assimilate them to the Anglophone way of living. When efforts failed, a crusade to either eliminate or relocate the Acadians was launched, and by 1755, the Grand Derangement, or the Great Upheaval, had begun in newly named Nova Scotia. Acadians were imprisoned, relocated, or fled back to Europe, across Canada, and down to areas like Louisiana, a region that has since become known for its Cajun people, an adopted but mispronounced version of the word Acadian to broadly describe ethnically French people who live in Louisiana. Between fighting, hiding, the help of the Micmac, and returning to their homelands after the expulsion, the Acadian people as a whole survived.
I guess that's what defines an Acadian. It's those who survived the deportation.
So fairly resilient culture.
Fairly resilient culture. So now what we define as an Acadian is anybody who's a friend of the Acadians.
Oh, cool.
So
I
by
could be like
default, you're an Acadian.
I could be an honorary Acadian.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, look at that honorary Acadian here behind the lens. That's exciting. Oh.
Yeah, automatically.
And then on August 15th is Acadian Day, and what is the tradition called?
Tintamarre.
Tintamarre.
Yeah. So on August 15th, it's our national holiday for Acadians. And every year we celebrate the fact that we survived the deportation and we survived the Anglophones trying to get rid of us. So at 6 p.m. every August 15th, there's a Tintamarre. Whether you're in a small village or big city, you take out your pots, your pans, or whatever you have around to make noise, and you make the loudest noise possible in order to tell the Anglophones and the English people that we still exist.
What does the sound like?
Oh my God.
Let's,
Where is it?
No, let's hear it. Yeah, that's it right there.
That's exactly what it sounds like, but multiply that by 15,000.
Yeah, right. That's amazing.
After being made an honorary Acadian, I promised that I'd help them celebrate Acadian Day every August 15th by smashing some glasses with friends. And so I did.
Happy Acadian Day!
Yep, still keeping my word. Then they showed me how they did it, with 15,000 other people.
It's a way to show that we're proud of who we are, that we've survived, and that we're still strong. It's important to always keep our language and our culture as part of who we are.
Things were coming together nicely, and this 300-year-old dish was nearly done. The last of the onions were frying, and the pork fat and lard, the fish and potatoes had boiled, that thick rind bacon was at its peak crispiness, and the final touches of this garage party, a la bonne franquette style, were nearly ready.
A la bonne franquette means you eat with no ceremonies. It's
just for the hell of it.
For the hell of it, you pick up your plate, you pick your food, you sit down and you eat. Your turn. It's not salty at all. It's actually not salty enough.
I thought it'd be fishier, actually. Yeah, it tastes like salty fish, I guess.
You won't get that in Alberta.
All it's left to do is add to your plate, then smother it all in fat and fried onions. As my protein and salt intake reach beyond levels I'm going to be able to stabilize with mere water and walking, out come 3 pies. Not a pie, but 1 apple, 1 blueberry, and 1 sugar pie. Oh my god, then ice cream? This should sit nicely with the fried pork.
We don't even understand.
So I have 3 desserts and an ice cream.
Yeah.
You have 3 desserts and an ice cream. You have 3 desserts and an ice cream. Excuse me, miss.
You only have one.
What is wrong with you?
What happened?
Why did you?
Because I had it all week.
And so she traded the 3 pieces for 1 big piece.
Alright, good choice.
She
You,
didn't.
no ice cream?
No ice cream. I'm cutting.
Cutting
It's tonight. It's tonight.
Gotcha.
Watching my calories.
Cutting the fat.
3 desserts, 1 ice cream, good choice. 3 desserts and no ice cream.
Moi, mon abonnement.
You already ate the ice cream.
What's your name?
He already ate it.
Yeah, t'as déjà mangé la crème glacée, hein?
The Acadian culture is a rich, lively mix of food, fun, and people. Think of those colorful Cajuns down south, the upbeat Canadian Acadians in Canada's east coast, or the few left lingering in France. It's an international culture of interesting foods and amazing people. Next time you hear a midsummer's party, erupt into pots and pans smashing and the locals screaming their existence into the air, don't worry, it's just the Acadians letting you know that they're still there.
All right, next destination, Charlottetown.
Good luck. Enjoy.
Merci.
Fun times. It was fun.
Hasta luego. Hasta luego. À la prochaine.
Next time on the Cooked Motorcycle Adventure, we head off to the smallest province in Canada in search of ocean-sized farming to shuck, suck, and learn about the life of the oyster man. You there, my little adventuring friend. If you're enjoying the show, take a minute to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Your support helps us get this show out to more incredibly awesome people just like you. And thanks for watching.